I've got a wax seal stamp that I got as a gift a few years ago, and I've never used it, so I don't really know how to use it, and I'm gonna figure it out. It's got the letter A on it. So, got a test piece of paper because I don't want to ruin any actual papers that I'll be sending. And I'm a little suspicious of putting the wax seal on the envelope because I really don't know how hard they stick. So I'm gonna do it on the paper and then put that into the envelope. Maybe if it's a really strong seal, I'll actually just seal the envelope itself. But here it goes. So I'll test this out with red. They've got these markings, fleur de lis on them. I'm thinking that's measurements. We've got this little teaspoon for heating up the wax. So I think I'll just cut a chunk off at one of these symbols. It's a little bit harder than I thought it would be. I'll try scoring it and then breaking it off. Alright, so here I've got a chunk. And this kit came with 2 little tea candles, so I'm gonna light one of these up. Alright, that looks about right. Let's heat this bad boy up. Alright, I think that's it. Here goes nothing. Alright, there we go. Pour. That's a lot of wax. Do I press? Seems like the weight of this stamp is enough. Yeah, definitely too much wax. I guess I'll blow on it a little bit. I'm not sure if it's better to have just the air cool this down or if I can cool it faster. Let's see. Yeah, it still feels like I'm gonna rip the letter open when I move the stamp a little bit, so might need to cool it down a bit more. Let's see. Alright, the outside's hardened up. Now I do have some wax left over in this teaspoon. I guess once that hardens up, I can scrape it out and reuse it. Cool. There we have it. Alright, let's see. Now, I want to see what effect this has when I open the letter, too. I suppose you could just kind of rip around it, but ideally it comes off like a patch. It does feel like a pretty strong bond, like I can tug on the paper and it won't rip it up. So it probably is safe for the outside of an envelope. Let's see how smoothly it comes off. I think this, I'm not sure what this paper is made of. Okay, that's coming off pretty clean. It still is warm to the touch, so I think it might behave differently once it's fully cooled. Oop, I've started to rip the paper. So maybe that will be the problem of whoever's opening the lighter. Yeah, it did kind of rip out the paper, but maybe we just say open with care. Alright, I think that worked pretty well. Definitely next time use less wax and wait for this to properly cool. I'll give it another shot soon. Alright, back for try number 2. Here we go. So after I saw how tacky that first attempt was, I've decided to actually seal on the envelope this time because I don't want the letter inside to rip, and I don't think it will come off in the mail. So I've got the leftover wax that's dried from the first time. I think I'm gonna maybe cut in a tiny bit more, mix a different color and see what that looks like. This is kind of shiny gold. Just a tiny bit. There we go. All right, I'll call it there. Here we go. Pour it on slowly. Oh, maybe that's too hot. It is bubbling. That's not the best sign. Yeah, that definitely smells burned. Well, the deed is done. Let this cool a little bit. Cool. I'm gonna give it some time to cool down. I'm not gonna scrape that dot off, but yeah, as you can see, it's mixed in pretty well with the red and gold. It's like a tie-dye pattern. Cool.